came in, nothing but them raps, the clothes on my back, them L-dogs, nothing but them blacks. The A, with a black man is debonair. I'm talking about a black man's heaven here. Shorty, we going where the destination is manifested. We learn how to collect reparations and invest it. I went from dressing the coldest to catching the COVID, to blessed with success to promote it, to just do it.
Yeah, buddy, you ready or not? Don't really care if you was or you wasn't LeBron. From now on, I'm calling the shots. I don't really care about your hating little daddy LeBron. Your mammy's a pity. Anytime I get beside myself, I remind myself from. Think I gotta go through. I don't like therapist, I don't like most. You love me, my go-to. Love a thing blind on top like Goku. Just left Noble, back in my dojo. Channel like Aura, got the whole Roku. Been big dog from the Tether Road, told you. Wait, don't even know you. Step right, I'm a long trip. Look at my VIP. Snack my. Won't break, won't miss. Rich took his chick out. We talking start like ball hype, pretty face guy like bruh. How do I exist? In the gym every day, I'm gonna miss. So my daddy like, boy, don't blow my shit. I got it. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. 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 Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. 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 Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Bro, I'm godlike, I'm judgy. I can't touch this girl, she musty. Bro, you flexing on IG. People like you disgust me. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. Just don't touch me, you're ugly. These women love me, bro. They tryna me. That's the wrong way me back. Yeah, buddy, if you get lucky, it'll get yucky. Little buddy touch me, I can turn auntie into a. I'm in the S5 facing cuffy, cause I can't name that guy but me, dummy. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Me, I'm the one goated. Tryna slow down my motion. It's written, you cannot control this. You gonna blow it. Them, they not important. Me, I'm the one goated. 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 Two in, two up, back ends, booked up, look up, I'm flying, yeah, I'm free now, see now, society's time me release now, crazy, I'm finna go see now, big style, big deals, vitamin water, that's a big one, 6 mil, coach came to me like I'm D1, like Will, got 17 hours to the flight out. Only got time for a night out. So tell me what you want from me. We ain't getting no younger. So tell me what you want from me. We ain't got too long, no. You know I gotta catch my flight. You know I gotta reach new heights again. You know we're running up at night. You know I twin throw. J. Cole said it's millions and mills, but I'm the king and I just it all. Really wanna wipe me down, I got more patience than a hospital. Sweaty better beef with me, they never beef with life's obstacles. I'm bad as a bone out. I'm way too toned to be toned down. Too big, so I'm cocky. From the back while I'm Twitter with my phone out. Got an Eminem deal, but I'm Hershey. 6'2", dark skin, with purpose. Never voicemail on my phone last night to myself saying little Curtis. Yeah. You know I gotta catch my flight. You know I gotta reach new heights again. You know I run it up at night. You know I only get one life for this. The night, hell of a night. The night,
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. And off we go from Denver. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Ready? 19, Tiger, 19, trap 60. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Here's Nix to throw right away. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Back 60.
2nd and 6 at the 40-yard line.
To throw is Nix. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
And defensively here, it's hard to overlook the fact that this is an offense that's dead last in the NFL in rushing. So this back seven's going to be tested. Heck, might be more of a back 8. No doubt about that. And they surrender the catch here and the first down.
To throw, here's Nix. That's complete. Once again, it's Gesicki. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The Broncos at 9-7 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
That's complete to the rookie from Colorado. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 31-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Heck of a start for him here, Charles, on this opening drive, and they're doing it all through the air. That's 4 snaps and 4 passes so far.
And I do think that there's an argument, Brandon, to maybe mix in a running play or two, but the way that these offenses are constructed, you can get that done with swing passes and...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Dolphins are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
Let's go.
Now Milton. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Nick Bonito. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Here's Milton. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Throwing is Milton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. To throw, it's Milton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. But you look at this Bronco defense. They were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now it's Nix. Now a short one to Gesicki. A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down.
Ready? 19,
That's good. For a Denver Broncos. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Buffalo 18. Ready?
Operating from the gun. Here's Nix. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Channing Tindall. And the Dolphins will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
To throw is Milton. In trouble, and he's taken down. Nick Bonito. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Milton. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This defense for the Broncos, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers. 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Let's go. 19 tight, back to 60.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Milton now to throw. Rolling to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Bonito able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man here, Schwartz, complete. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Back to throw. Milton dancing to his left. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here we go. 79 Broncos. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Ready?
Nix from the shotgun. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Ready? 18, Pioneer.
Here's Nix. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Nix to the air. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
19 Lions. Here we go. Set. Buffalo 18. Check out.
Throwing Nix. Escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Bo Nix, 24 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. As we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM that always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Steps away to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, they have really gotten after him in this first half. He's been on the run throughout. And you can imagine he just might have some words for his linemen come halftime.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Forced out to his left. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On fourth down, Milton. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Dolphins can't convert on fourth down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
19 tight, go! Street. Dragon 60. 18 Rattler.
Throwing to start the drive. Nix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
60 Maverick. Ready? Come 19. Hey, smash. Ready?
Looking to throw. Nix. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you get multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Working out of the gun is Nix. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds a defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23. A 3rd down conversion with a strong gain of 14. Nix to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
70 range, 19 line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
19 tight. Go.
They'll look to throw again. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd and 11. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Narvis's kick is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game. And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Throwing to start the drive. Milton. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before break. Milton. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Dolphins 7.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. Washington now brings this out. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And, I think the defense is saying back to them, why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Off the play fake. Milton. That is incomplete.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to throw. Milton being chased out left. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is Smith with a grab. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
And he's got him. Got his man on the in route. Complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Milton. Finds Hill on the crossing route, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, a 22.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Milton. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Smith. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Milton. This is caught. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Achane is into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. Well, they move the ball down the field through the air, Charles, and then finally they get the running game involved, and it works to perfection. Touchdown.
And, partner, I kept waiting for that running game to come into play and actually saved it until the very end. Touchdown goes on his stat sheet, but you and I both know, and he knows as well, his teammates airing it out made this a successful drive.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd down and 4.
60 Maverick, come 19, come 19. Take go.
To throw is Nix. And he whips that one incomplete there.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Warrior 70. Mustang 19. Chap, check. Panther 11.
To throw, here's Nix. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 35, here's the 2nd down and 6. Here's Milton. And going deep for Hill. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Now Milton. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing is Milton. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
To throw, it's Milton. Gets this one to Hill. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. To throw is Milton. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. A give, running right, Achane. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Milton. It's Hill, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run, Achane. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
Now they empty the backfield and motion the man left. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Brandon, some of those windows of throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Brandon Smith picks it off. And the Broncos are right back in this football game.
What a stand there defensively. They force the 3rd and goal, force them into what they think will be a passing situation, and then they make sure to lock up all the receivers and come away with the interception. Sounds simple, but that was really well done.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now, this series could very well determine our outcome. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
18 Bradley. Let's go.
Now it's Nix. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Nix. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They're going. It's Nix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. Nix to the air. Looking left side, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to the air with Nix. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Throwing Nix. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Bo Nix with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
If you're going to play quarterback in the NFL, you've got to have great vision, and you've got to remain calm when things break down in the pocket. Both of those traits are on display there. He surveys the situation, sees the middle of the field open, so he's just going to step up and take it himself. Very well done there.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. Washington now brings this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This will be incomplete. Oh, a dream chance for a D lineman, but he couldn't pull that one in.
Oh, this defense knows. 4th quarter, they need to make a play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Here's Milton now to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. They come up now on 2nd and 2. Back to throw again. Buying time to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one checks all the boxes, doesn't it? You get the 1st down, check. Get out of bounds, stop the clock, check.
Go out about one last check. Keep your quarterback from getting hit. That's a big check.
Yeah, check there as well. Good call. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 34-yard line.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Back to throw. On the move to his left. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
And what a big play, because now you're guaranteed at least a shot at extending this one. He had the 40-yard line picked out as his bare minimum to give them some kind of a game-tying attempt, and he got there. Excellent determination on that scramble, and it might just help him snatch away a victory.
He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to potentially send us to overtime. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
We so often think of these kickers as automatic at any distance, and it's just not the case because when you start talking about 50-plus yards, it's still a tough one to connect on. This one ends up no good, and that should put to rest any chance of this game getting to overtime.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory.
I'm gonna give y'all another hit.
And I just put my drink down.
Milan, darling, Milan.
Say poodle, y'all think run this. Miss she, her black. Designer say Gucci, Prada print. DOE, I'm a condo rich. Big Dolce, Diva, Donda, Dundada, Tokyo, Honda drip. Poppin' Dolce season, new persona, new pushback, but I'm still gon' get that. Labels quaking, they mistaken. I'm that wrist they frozen, QQ. Let's go, I'ma get. Unbothered, with a boo, why bother? I'm that, you ain't no. I'm a get money type of, if you ain't getting money, don't type me. Crocodile Birkin might bite him. Can't hang with her if I don't like it. These, I come through and it be crickets. I come through and moves be switching. I'm the problem, I'm the villain. I don't see these rich shields. Throwing dirt on my name and he gon' hit still. Know who to play with, and he's know who to play with.